It started about 35 years ago, I guess, when I got my first teaching assignment, and it was a class 12 kids on the South Shore, and I was amazed by how severely they struggled with reading and spelling. Fistfights would break out if I asked them to take out a book, yet when I spoke to them, I was humbled by their intelligence and creativity and the content of what we could talk about that I couldn't even talk about with regular kids. I went about trying to learn about dyslexia because I felt a sense of responsibility to teach them. And as I became trained in multisensory and very systematic approaches, I did feel success. Then in later years, when we combined a lot of those trends with neuroscience, I really came to understand how the dyslexic mind does learn to read and to spell. I literally sometimes could feel the pain that they were feeling and the horrendous struggles that they went through. Yet we would so often rise above that, and I would watch kids become valedictorian and get on the honor roll after having been in the depths of such horrible, profound struggles. I just started to understand how they were thinking and how large a part logic played. And although they couldn't memorize facts, they were superstars at logic. So as I began to embed that into the program and weave it into every part of the program, the success was so much greater than just using the traditional methods. Each new student that I meet really adds something more, and each student would add to my stories, and it just kept growing and growing. And every time I thought I was finished with the program, a student would come in and add something more. Every student brings a new creativity, a new mind, new questions that provided new answers, and that's just how all the stories evolved. A number of years back, I came across Sally Shaywitz, who's a leading neuroscientist in the field. She describes dyslexia as definitely difficulties and issues with learning, but yet surrounded by a sea of strengths. And I just related to that because I so much saw the sea of strengths, so many strengths that the kids brought here, and that's really the foundation of the program. I began to understand why our program worked. Every new student who comes in brings their own set of strengths along with their own set of challenges, and I feel that no matter how ashamed they were, no matter how much they struggled, they come to succeed and overcome those challenges, and I feel so happy that I can be a part of that with so many kids and bring them to a point where they overcome their challenges and understand their dyslexia. I get so much joy and pleasure from having this influence on so many young people. I'm just so thankful for every experience and for every student who's been here. And I sincerely look forward to meeting you and your child.